sunk an enemy destroyer. We take the
Hey team, this is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Another fun game in Illinois. One of my favorite battleships right now that's going on. So you're going to see a lot of videos right now of me just trying different things, trying different builds. But before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. If you want to support the channel here, thank you for all those who have already supported the channel. But if you want to be part of the team, on our way to 1,200 subscribers right now, almost there. And our ultimate goal right now is 2,000 subscribers, where we're going to be giving away a premium DD, and looking forward to doing that. And I just want to kind of give a little gratitude for those that have really made great feedback, great comments. I love it, whether it's good or bad. You know, I'm always here trying to be a good person, trying to be a good learner, a steward of everything, and having a blast learning with you guys, as well as building a good community and building some good teams out there as well. So hope you guys learned something from this. But this is the Illinois. Now look at this beautiful shot here. I had to take a look at this and just look at how it sails. The Illinois is a, I guess you could say, monstrosity hybrid of three types of things. It's not only a battleship, it looks like an Iowa class style kind of battleship. It's also got Des Moines kind of style guns, 203 millimeters, 12 of them. So you're kind of like talking like a Des Moines, Annapolis kind of style here, as well as look at the speed. If you actually see the brisk captain perk that's being used right now, it actually gets this thing up to 37.5 knots, which is even faster than some DDs, but probably around close to like a gearing kind of style. You know, not super fast, not like Marceau or Kleber style, but still fast for a battleship. And I've actually, the other day, I actually got this thing up to 37.7 for some weird reason, even though the computer says you can only do 37.5. But that's essentially what this thing is. And just look at the power of this thing. Being able to launch shells from a distance, launching this thing at the first unsuspecting destroyer, which I can't believe this Schultz is actually pushing this close forward with us actually pushing forward together as a team. And the title of this video says, this is what you call a push. When you coordinate and talk to your team and move together like one cohesive unit, you're going to see the power of what this thing can do, as well as the application of another Annapolis. So we have literally me and an Annapolis. That's like two Annapolis put together. And do we get this kill? Ooh, there Schultz goes down. Destroyer on the left flank is down now, so the rest of our team is going to go ahead and push forward, and we have a DD in front of us screening. So that's the beautiful thing. We have a Holland in front of us kind of screening for us. We have an Annapolis with me in Illinois firing 12 203 millimeter guns that start fires like a madman, and we have a Hanover, which is requesting help, which means he's probably pushing. Now look at that communication right there, and look, we're all kind of like close together, but not all up in each other's chili. But we're actually going to move forward and angle forward, because having a force that's moving together nose in at you right now is very difficult for any team to really defend against, unless you have some kind of fire starting ship or something. But we have two of those things. It's called the Annapolis and Illinois, and it is literally going to watch the match unfold and just see how powerful this combination and this use of communication actually really works. So, you know, forgive me, my nose is a little clogged right now, but sound like I'm underwater. But here we go. Look at that. Then we got secondaries firing. We've got 203 millimeter guns from Annapolis and Illinois constantly firing as well. Look at the reload on the Illinois. The Illinois's got a 7-second reload. If you didn't know, it's literally a battleship with Des Moines guns on it, like an Annapolis right there. Now we're all bunched up, and now it looks pretty hilarious. I did do a secondary build, 10.5, because if with anything within that range, I get a increased fire rate, I believe, but I don't think I get that right now because nobody's in my range. I think this is actually, no, this isn't the build where I do that. I have a, if you'll take a look at the end of the video, the build that I have has the increased reload rate if you have a fire on your ship. I'm actually, in the next builds I actually do take off concealment expert, because why? You're already firing. Your concealment majority of the time isn't going to help you. I'm not trying to sneak up on people either. I'm in a big battleship. I'm trying to make known to the world I'm here so I can start firing. So here we go. We're going to start communicating right here. Stalingrad, or do we shoot at the other St. Vincent? So let's take a look. We're going to probably burn. I always look at any kind of Soviet cruiser. They burn like a match, because their damage con and cooldown is very, very long. So there, we start one fire right there, and you're going to notice how many fires we start in this thing. It's incredible. The fire rate and the fire chance on this thing is just a redonkulous piece of work. So we're going to just keep firing and nose in on the Stalingrad. I know his guns really don't do much on me. And I'm a battleship. I mean, nosing in as a battleship is the best thing you can do to mitigate damage. And there I am. See the reload rate. So I'm within secondary range now, which means the reload rate is increased. So I did build this as a reload rate increase if within secondary range. That's why I bumped the secondary range out to 10.5 to get that thing going faster, see how fast these guns can go. And also, secondaries are starting to shoot. They're not the greatest, but they're getting some shots on target, a little bit here and there. But you know what? If we get a fire with the secondary, more power to you, right? Aiming all the shells onto the Stalingrad. See if we can get this kill right here. And boom, splash 1 RP back to 40. That's our first kill, taking down a Stalingrad. And now we're going to go focus fire on St. Vincent as our main force begins to continuously push forward. Our Annapolis went down, but we still got our Holland. We still got the Hanover. I like to support the Hanover because why? He can tank way more than me. He's got tons of secondary damage. So I'm going to keep firing my guns and support and see if I can start more fires on the St. Vincent. Couple other good things about the Illinois. The damage con is okay standard, but the heal, it just seems like it heals a little bit more. The downside of that is because we have less HP. We only have 68,000 compared to at tier 9, tier 10. A lot of battleships are way higher than that, maybe at least in the 70,000 range. We're not even in that, and so it's a little bit lower than normal. But look at the fire rate and the reload. I mean, we are literally just full max speed going forward, and we have I believe that's in Alaska. Who is that? No, it's a Puerto Rico that's inside Alpha Cap. And you see our team's constantly pushing, but, you know, I like not to take on the Puerto Rico because why? I have my Burgonia using situational awareness is going to contest with that one. So we're going to keep pushing and stay with our Hanover. You know, just like in Top Gun, I'm not leaving my wingman. I am not leaving my Hanover to burn to death. So we're going to keep the fire going because we're a big distraction for our Hanover. Excuse me, and as well as we're providing a massive amount of firepower advantage. There's one fire again on the Vermont. If we can continuously put fire and rain fire down and keep the Hanover as a distraction for the Hanover and keep people from firing on that, our supporting battleship, hey, we can do this all day long. See, the Vermont is going to be shooting at us rather than our Hanover. We're doing our job. That's one thing I like about working together as a team. You're doing everything you can to mitigate damage to your other teammates as well as provide fire for your teammates and spotting and maneuvering and causing the enemy team to have to really react to your movements on the battlefield. So great job right there for we're going taking out the Puerto Rico. Alpha Cap is secure, and we're going to go ahead and sweep in the western flank. And again, we're at 91,000 damage, 8 minutes into the game. This is exactly how you want to push on a flank in conjunction with your team rather than sitting in the back. Notice how the enemy team and majority of their ships are sitting in the back. And what does that lead to? You being overwhelmed by one flank, or if you're so far in the back that your guns aren't being put to bear, you are not putting enough firepower, so why play the game? If you're not going to use your ship to the best of your ability, why even play? And that's one of my gripes, that I'm showing you why this doesn't work for you as a team or enemy team to literally just sit in the back, snipe, or not even work together, not even move together in unison. And I think that displays that in this gameplay right here. So like Vermont, boom, right there, taken down because why? Exposing the Citadel to too many flanks. Ohio takes the shot from the north, Hanover on the south, and you got the Illinois me firing all the guns. Now look, we've just exposed a weakness to their Hanover. Hanover full broadside to us. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can start one fire, and eventually I'm going to switch to AP right here because why? Broadside battleship, AP from an Illinois or any kind of Des Moines style gun is still effective. You aim at the superstructure, and maybe if some broadsides, if they do penetrate, well, we're switching to AP right here. So I do believe we get one fire going. I think he just damaged con. There we go. So he's firing secondaries at us, so not focused on anybody else. We are going to see if we can get some nice juicy hits right there. Let's see if we can get a nice broadside hit. Ooh, he takes a hit from the Ohio, I believe, or the Prince Rupert. And look at that right there, 3,000 damage with AP, but look at their reload rate. So not only are we on fire, and we're in secondary range. Look at the reload right now. We're down to under 6 seconds, and we are getting some nice juicy target hits on the Hanover there. He goes down to the Burgonia, and that was just an overwhelming sweep on that western flank. The enemy team cannot do anything else at this point, but hey, don't say give up right now because you know what? I've seen teams that play like this that have 6 ship advantage or 7 ship advantage, and they still lose to less than 2 or 3 people. But just keep that in mind, that don't ever give up when you're playing this game because you never know when people could throw the game. We got the Azuma going here, full broadside, so we're going to keep the AP going. And just look at the amount of damage this AP can really do and put some hurt on some ships. Now that Azuma's doing the actual right thing, it can angle in. Yeah, these shells don't really do very, very well. Once you see an angled in ship like this, immediately switch to HE, and we'll start burning them down. So let's see. Ooh, he is taking way too much fire, and Azuma takes the torpedoes from the Prince Rupert, and now all we have left are the 2 ships right here. We got the FDG, and we got the Annapolis of their team, and we're just going to go ahead and see, you know what, we don't have anything to lose. Might as well go ahead and push real hard on them, and we have AP loaded. See if we can get some nice, good broadsides to the FDG or Annapolis if they show it. Now, the turning turning radius is not the fastest. It's still quick enough. It's not as slow as, say, with most battleships, but I do like the Illinois for that reason, that it's still fast enough that you can be effective. But 12 guns of Annapolis fire and Des Moines firepower, 203 millimeters does the work. Look at this. Look at that reload rate. It's inside of the secondary range now. They're spotted, so we have some good reload rate. And let's see if we can catch this thing broadside. Yep, he is slowly turning into us. And oh wait, we have also broadside Annapolis here. So let's see if we can get some nice citadels on the Annapolis with these guns, because again, these guns can penetrate and puncture citadels of cruisers just as effective as they can. And oh wait, we got full broadside FDG. Let's see if we can get some nice shots right in the nose right there, aiming right in front, see right below the gun turrets. And look at that, 4,900 damage. And Burgonia takes the kill from us, but we're at 1,000 damage. And we're going to see if we can get some nice, good shots right on the Annapolis here. See if we can get some citadels. But he's doing a good job angling. So he's doing everything he can and doing it correctly. Like if you're going to be facing a front like this, all you can do is really angle and just stay away from any other battleships. And let's see if we can nail this one right there. Oh, man, we barely get it. And do we get the last shot in? No, we don't. And the Burgonia takes our kill again. But you know what? We did our job. We pushed the flank. And again, this video was really how to push a flank. 157,000 damage. That is pretty incredible for this ship. But working together as a team, taking on a flank, top 3 in the team, because we did everything we could to support our Hanover and also push forward and keeping the enemy at bay in their spawn. And that's what I want to encourage you, that see the tactics of this really, really do play out for your benefit. And I encourage people to do that a little bit more rather than sitting in the back, running away. If you're running away, why play the game? I mean, you got nothing to lose. Can't take the HP with you when you go. But I hope you guys like the video. Like, subscribe, bell button below to support the channel. But we're going to go right into the build right here. And if you guys want to see it, pause the video to take a look how I build it. But basically, protecting guns, damage con is the biggest one I want to focus on, but I also do the long-range secondary just for the range. I just want to get the firing range out there so the reload rate actually increases, and then, of course, concealment and main battery reload rate in Mod 6. So let's take a look at the commander build. Now, the commander build, you can see it's a little bit different, but I focus on how fast can I get the reload rate of these guns down. So first one is Demolition Expert to increase their fire chance. I got the Brisk so I can get that destroyer-like speed for a battleship. I also got Adrenaline Rush and the secondary range as well. So you can get those things out to 10.5, which means anything in 10.5 spotted gives you that extra reload buff, which is definitely incredible, because right here in the next, you're going to see in these couple builds down here, see a minus 10% reload rate for close quarters combat. And if I'm on fire, I also get that minus 5% on the reload as well. So you can get that down to under 6 seconds if you get Adrenaline Rush kicking in. And then, of course, concealment build. But hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.